Ever wondered how our grandparents managed to save money without the modern tools we have today? Well, it's time to unearth some age-old wisdom. Here are 27 old-fashioned frugal living tips to sprinkle into your modern life. Tip 1, soap savvy. Don't throw away those soap slivers. Gather them in a mesh bag. Over time, they'll combine to create a soapy scrubbing pouch. Excellent for exfoliating. Tip 2, loving the larder. Before the age of modern refrigeration, people relied on cool pantries or larders to keep dairy, eggs, and even some meats fresh. Tip 3, rag rug renaissance. Old shirts, sheets, and scraps were woven into vibrant, decorative rugs, turning what's old into something new and functional. Tip 4, feathered comfort. Before mattress sales were a thing, people simply added or changed out feathers in their beds when they became too compressed. Tip 5, manual mastery. Whether it was a hand-cranked beater or a washboard for laundry, our ancestors knew the value of manual labor and saved electricity. Tip 6, the art of darning. A tiny hole in a sock wasn't a death sentence. With a needle and thread, they extended its life multiple times over. Tip 7, root cellar reliance. A dedicated space underground, like a basement, helped store perishables like potatoes and apples without needing any electricity. Tip 8, reviving the ink. Before tossing that empty pen, add a drop of water to rejuvenate the ink and keep the pen scribbling for a bit longer. Tip 9, candle crafting. Why buy new when you can melt down stubby candle remnants and craft a brand new candle using an old tin as a mold? Tip 10, rain's riches. Using barrels to capture rainwater isn't just eco-friendly, it's economical. That water is perfect for plants or even certain household tasks. Tip 11, potpourri power. Instead of air fresheners, dry petals and spices found their way into drawers and closets as natural scent boosters. Tip 12, efficient oven outings. Instead of baking a single pie, they'd bake bread, casseroles, and more, making the most of a heated oven. Tip 13, cloth wraps. Plastics weren't always around. Before Tupperware, there was cloth to wrap sandwiches, leftovers, or even gifts. Tip 14, feed sack fashion. Those old flour and feed sacks transformed into chick dresses, aprons, and more. Tip 15, hearth hacks. If you had a wood stove or fireplace, it wasn't just for warmth, but also a perfect spot for stews and slow-cooked meals. Tip 16, shaving the old way. A brush and solid shaving soap reduce waste and can offer a closer, more luxurious shave. Tip 17, broth from scraps, leftover bones, vegetable ends, all went into a pot for nutrient-rich broth. Tip 18, maxing metal tubes. Those old metal tubes of toothpaste and creams were squeezed to the very last drop, ensuring not a bit was wasted. Tip 19, button bonanza. Why buy new when a button falls off? Just dive into the button jar saved from previous clothes. Tip 20, cobbling continues. Shoes weren't immediately discarded. They'd be resoled, mended, and made new again. Tip 21, herb helpers. Planting herbs like lavender weren't just for cooking. They acted as natural pest repellents. Tip 22, rag for radiant curls. Long before curling irons, strips of cloth were used to curl hair overnight. Tip 23, tallow treasures. Animal fats, especially tallow, were ingredients for candles, soaps, and even protective coatings. Tip 24, knit necessities. Knitting wasn't a mere pastime. It was essential for creating scarves, mittens, and blankets. Tip 25, sustainable period products. Long before disposable products, women relied on reusable cloth pads. Tip 26, soap-making secrets. Combining lye with saved kitchen fats resulted in homemade, effective soaps. Tip 27, timeless toys. Toys made of wood, metal, and cloth were durable and could be passed down, unlike many plastic toys today. While times have changed, the essence of frugality remains consistent. Merging the past's wisdom with today's world can offer a balanced, economical life. So, which of these age-old frugal hacks are you planning to adopt? Join the conversation, share, like, and keep these traditions alive and thriving in this modern age.